Today, more than ever before, life must be characterized by a sense of universal responsibility, not only nation to nation and human to human, but also human to other forms of life. Thus says Dalai Lama. Good day. Look around. We are the new generation of thinkers, inventors, and most especially concerned citizens of the world and champions of environmental awareness and preservation. I think we are too hamstrung by the language of sustainable development. We tend to be thoughtful people who like nothing better than a philosophical debate beginning with the words, "It depends on how you define sustainable development." This is a total turn-off for people who just like to get on and do things. Now, with our youth and seemingly endless energy, we stand up, and with our voice we say, it is our right to inherit a world with air worth breathing, water worth drinking, and a life worth living. Our concern is not limited to just the immediate present, but it extends over and beyond generations. Our voices today will echo to the youth of the future, for we are one in purpose and responsibility, and giving back to the selfless generosity that Mother Earth has shown us. 3 keywords, 3 contentions. First is sustainability. Whenever I see a word whose syllable count goes over the number of fingers in my hand, I get nervous. But sustainability is actually easy to understand. It is to make sure that we have and will continue to have the water, materials, and resources to protect our environment. In other words, ensuring that we do not run out of the basic essentials we need to survive. Now, this is where the next 6-syllable word comes in: responsibility. This is easier to understand, especially if you help your mother with the household chores. It means that we will be held accountable for something, and that if we don't do it, we don't get the Wi-Fi password. Kidding aside, responsibility is a state of having a duty to deal with something. In this case, environmental sustainability. And if we do not fulfill it, we can be blamed for it. Finally, the last keyword we need to understand is the word option, which is the power or right of choosing, which, in this case, we do not have. Together, these 3 words convey a message heavier than a big old book of word meanings. To paraphrase, we have no choice but to play a vital role to ensure that we will do our utmost to protect, preserve, and sustain our natural resources for the benefit of ourselves and the future generations. The United Nations has listed this country as the higher-ranked country when it comes to water stress, and is one of the highest consumption rates in the world. We use more than double the global average in water usage per day. Now, let's think. If we continue at this rate and not take precautionary measures, do you think we can achieve sustainability, or will we eventually run out? As young warriors of the earth, let us remain diverse and productive. In more general terms, sustainability is the endurance of systems and processes which include the 4 interconnected domains: ecology, economics, politics, and culture. These 7 Millennium Development Goals were advanced to help achieve the following sustainable standard by this year: eradicate extreme poverty and hunger, achieve universal primary education, promote gender equality and empower women, reduce child mortality, improve maternal health, and combat HIV, AIDS, malaria, and other diseases, ensure environmental sustainability. The same contentions in the 2005 World Summit Development identified sustainable development goals, such as economic and social development, and environmental protection using 3 domains: economics, environment, and social sustainability. Sustainable development consists of balancing local and global efforts to meet the basic human needs without destroying or degrading the natural environment, and so on and so forth. Despite all these programs at the global scale, still, scientific data now indicates that humans are living beyond the carrying capacity of planet Earth, and that this cannot continue indefinitely. But why? Where do we stand as young environmentalists? The next big question is, how can we help attain sustainability? We are smart beings. We know how to create, destroy, but it is also these hands and brains that can change an entire world. It can be as simple as conserving our own usage of water and electricity, sharing an environmental video on social media, helping clean up our local beach, joining a rally against animal cruelty, or making environment sustainability our lifelong advocacy. The important thing we need to realize is there is no option. We need to act now. Remember this, nature does not need people. We need nature. This is the reality we need to accept. Nothing ever belonged to us, from waters to trees and to the very land you're standing on. Nature didn't start with humans, and it can always end without humans. Moreover, the Unilever emphasizes that we have to internalize the 5 levers for change to inspire sustainability. Make it understood, easy, desirable, rewarding, and make it a habit. Queen Rania Al Abdullah of Jordan said during her speech during Sustainability Week 2013 with a message saying, and I quote, "Let's be inspired by Thomas Edison, who once said, 'Discontent is the first necessity to progress.'" Well, we've seen the discontent, now let's work on the progress. I have not failed, he said. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. And I say, with your help, let us find one that will. Listen, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Sustainability, this is the for. This is Amani Isahac, the proud combatant of Mother Earth, with my head high, shouting, sustainability, a universal responsibility. Al-istidama mas'uliyatun alamiyya. Thank you.